What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima,
This is not
not
another damn
another
podcast.
damn podcast.
Presented by
Are themselves.
episode 304.
304. Yes, yes.
304. Big weekend for myself and for your family as well, too. Go Ozzy, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's my birthday. So yeah, birthday weekend. Got it in definitely. This past Friday was my actual birthday.
Yes.
Went and did the dinner and the movie. You know, I don't ask for a lot. There says like babe asked like what you want to do for your birthday. I'm like just I said I want to see Creed 3. Like I've heard nothing but
Hmm.
good things about this movie. I said let's do that and then let's go have some seafood afterwards. So that's you know me. I'm simple. I don't need a lot. Just dinner and a movie with babe. Like that's all I'm good. I said I'm good. So went and saw it. Yeah. Creed 3 very excellent. We gonna unfortunately we is
Yeah,
the
we're not
actual
doing this. We ain't doing.
yeah, we're gonna get to that, yeah. But
We're going to unpack some
I
things.
want to put over the movie first before I get to the bullshit with Jonathan Majors. It's it's do I give spoilers or should I? You haven't seen any of the Rocky movies, so you don't want
Non-spoilers, if you could do
non-spoiler.
non-spoilers.
I was about to go into the plot heavy, but
Because I might try to watch the Creed. You said that they're all streaming.
Creed, well, yeah, 1 and 2 are definitely streaming. Yeah, you can find and guess what? The price is the best part. They're free. Yeah, streaming in the free section. Yeah, so,
Okay.
you know me, I watch to get caught up. It's like yeah, and
Hmm.
Creed 2 is my favorite out of this. Even though Creed 3 was excellent though, yeah, but I'm gonna break
Okay.
that down. But Creed 2, because Creed 2 is the one where yeah Adonis fights fights
Drago's son.
Drago's son. Is a yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
it's like
lose.
so for those that don't know anything about the Rocky movies, which well, I am gonna spoil those. Those are like 40 years old. We spoil it. And the 50 years old for the first one. The original came out in 76. So that's damn near 50 years. 76. Sorry, we spoiling that. Well, yeah, I mean Rocky 4 came out like 85, so that's like knocking on 40 years ago.
40 years. Yeah, pretty much.
Mid 80s when they at the height of the Cold War, which is why they had like the main villain be like from the Soviet Union, which is Ivan Drago. Yeah. And like and basically in the movie, like Apollo is retired. We're going back to Rocky 4 right now. Yeah. He's
Hmm.
retired. He sees like Drago's the new kid. I don't know where Rocky's the heavyweight champ. He just beat Mr. T, like Clubber Lane. So Rocky's the champ. Apollo's like the OG retired. Is like, yeah, and then Drago, now this new kid from Russia, like they don't know anything about. It wasn't no internet, so you couldn't even look up this dude really. You just like hear about
And
him.
look up videos of him because now you can look up people and look up their videos on YouTube. You can
Apollo
YouTube
just
them.
like he's basically like reading the newspaper, or he might have saw like a clip on like
Newspaper.
ESPN about this. I saw a clip on the ESPN about this draw. He's like, yeah, I want to fight this dude. Like I can beat him. He's like, and Rocky and everybody was like, I don't think you should fight. We don't know shit
The
about.
reason why you retire
He's like,
from a physical sport is the reason why you retire.
well, Apollo was like, hey, like I'm Apollo guy, which Apollo was like loosely based on Muhammad Ali, and I as we saw
Yeah,
in the '80s, Ali was washed too, so it makes sense like perfectly.
yeah.
Like, yeah, so he was like, I could beat this dude, like I'm fucking Apollo Creed. He's like, so basically fights him. He comes to the ring with James Brown singing "Living in America." It's like,
Dressed like Uncle
that's
Sam.
like saying the red, white, and blue, the top hat, and like yeah, he's
We
like.
want you looking like that. Yeah.
Because Drago no sells the whole thing. He's like, you will lose. Like that's all he says. Like, he
And he
no
had the
sells all
cold
that
face. He
shit.
had the
It's
looking really robotic.
with Bridget Nielsen, Mrs. Drago, and
Yeah,
that.
Bridget Nielsen was his wife. Yeah.
So of course Drago, like first round, he like Apollo pretty much is like almost dead after the first round. He beats the shit out of him, and so and Rocky is like his corner man. He's like, hey man, we got to stop this fight. You getting your ass. He's like, promise me you won't throw the towel. Like we're gonna get to the infamous meme in a second. It's like he makes Rocky promise that he won't throw the towel. It's like so then in the second round, like it continues. Drago is like beating them to death.
Pummeling him.
Like the audience is screaming, like they show his wife is like, stop the fight. It's like, yeah, like his corner man with tears in his eyes, like throw the damn towel. And Rocky never throws the towel because he promised Apollo he wouldn't, but the man is getting killed. Throw the
You gotta use discretion.
fuck.
You gotta use discretion.
because
Like I'm not gonna let my loved one get killed. Like if you're getting killed, like no, we're stopping. Yeah, like no, we're gonna
wife
stop it.
like screaming like, "Stop the fight!" And then like his man, throw the damn towel, and then Apollo goes down after Drago gives the
The
kill
final
shot. Yeah.
blow.
So now Rocky has to avenge his homie's death, so he goes to fight Drago, but he has to fight Drago on his terms because like
And
now
Russian.
Drago's like because he basically just killed Muhammad Ali in the ring. So he goes back to Russia after that. He's like, I'm out of here. Like I
I'm
got
out of
death
here.
threats. So yeah, I got death threats. Like I'm getting the fuck out of America. So if
Yeah.
you want to fight me, you got to fight me in
And
Russia.
we know how people are about their sports. Americans, like we get very
Yeah,
it's crazy fast. It's
right
crazy
after he
fast.
kills Apollo, he leaves America right after that shit. So now Rocky got to go to Russia and fight him. They
I
have
saw that part because we turned on Turner Movie Classic or something one day, and I did see that part, like when he went to Russia and Rocky was like running mountains and shit.
yeah,
I saw
Rocky
that.
was doing his primitive training, like riding mounts and chopping wood, while like
I
Drago
saw
got
that. I was like,
state of the art gym and shit he's working in. It's like
and he's running like on a treadmill,
treadmill with like the sensors, like
like
managers, his
100 miles
heart
an
rate and all
hour.
that.
He's running.
Got all the sensors on him measuring his heart rate and all that stuff.
And I was watching, and Marcus just kept on saying, this movie is good." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm just like, "All right." I'm like, "I'm not moved."
Rocky movie. I was like, how you not moved by a Rocky movie? God damn it. What's wrong with you?
Maybe I didn't see the beginning. I mean, but I know that he died. I know that Apollo died at the beginning. I
All
knew
that's
that.
after that Drago fight. Yeah, like yeah.
But Marcus was
And
like, "Yeah." He's like, "This may have been like the best." He's like, "I like this one, and I like the." He was telling me like which ones that he liked, and he was telling me which ones he didn't like. So I was just looking like,
yeah,
okay.
Rocky 5 was trash. You could skip that
I
one.
was like, whatever. He was like, "This one was good though." He's like, "But the third one was the best one." He was,
Mr. T. That's
yeah,
everybody.
that's what Marcus was saying. The third one was the best one.
Hogan is
I'm
like
like,
it has some of everything. And it's like Rocky 3 was amazing.
I was like, okay. I was like, all right, whatever.
That was before I started watching wrestling. So the first time I actually saw Hulk Hogan was in Rocky 3 before I started watching. So that's where I first discovered wrestling. You could
Hey,
say like
boo.
I discovered it in that.
So maybe I might watch some Rockies during spring break. I might watch some Rocky movies.
Streaming, yeah. Watch some
Yeah,
Rocky.
maybe.
Skip Rocky 5 because it was terrible. And then
Oh,
watch.
but you said that, yeah. So yeah, I know that Rocky beat him or whatever, and
Then
Rocky
by
4,
the time fast
yeah,
forward to Creed 2 is
and
like
then Creed
now
2.
now Drago's son is like the because like no Rocky beats he beats Drago at the end of Rocky 3. He wins in Rocky.
Right.
Him. So he
Mm-hmm.
avenges his friend and all of that. So yeah. So now by then it's like after all of the Apollo stuff, like Drago's career was ruined. He because the killing Apollo and losing to Rocky, it pretty much ended Ivan Drago's career. They didn't
We
show any
don't want you anymore. You're soft. You're weak.
so it ended.
You're weak.
So now he's training his son to like fight, and while at the same time, Adonis Creed is like he's like the world heavyweight champion now, which is Creed's Michael B. Jordan. So now like he wants to challenge Creed for the world title. Like yeah, so that's where so it's like it kind of flips it as like he's the underdog.
Yeah, so it's like kind of comes full circle, kind of.
It's like they both have something to prove. He's like, yeah, well, you killed my father, yeah, but you ruined my father's career. It's like, yeah, your father ruined my father's career because of that. It's
Your
like,
daddy killed my daddy, and then
yeah,
you know.
yeah, but my dad's career was ruined because of that. It's like, yeah, so his boxing career was over because of that. Your father.
And then can we shout that Drago still looked the same? Because I saw like how he still looked the same. I was like, okay,
in Creed too, yeah.
He still looked the same. I was like, okay.
Off Lundgren, yeah, he made a camera.
Yeah, I was like, he still looked good. It was good to see like that, 40 years later, he's still, holding it down. All right.
But Creed 3, I'll give a synopsis without giving too much spoilers. Is like basically the guy that mentored young Adonis Creed is like he does some time in prison. I won't say for what though. So now he gets out. And he basically like he was basically the boxing star before going to prison, and then he gets out after doing his time. So like he's like, no, I want what's mine. Like I want my title.
Mine.
He's like
that should have been me basically. Like that should have been me.
Like, yeah, he's like Eddie Kang. It's like, yeah, how does it feel to be me? That's how he looked at Creed. It's the only reason you're the mask because I got locked up.
Because I got locked up. You wouldn't be shit if I didn't get locked up.
That's what the story. He wants his title. It's like, yeah,
okay. because I did see that in the trailer, so that's not too much of it because the
That's
way that
what
he walked up on him.
Jonathan Majors is the one that got locked up.
And the way that he walked up on him, because I saw in the trailer when he was
How
like,
does it feel to be me,
he's
basically?
like a die, whatever. And he's looking like, who is you? And then when he looked at his face, like, oh shit. And it was like the recognition, like, oh shit, so and so.
Realized it was him that he knew as a story that he hadn't
Yeah.
seen since he got locked up like
Because
20.
obviously, if you see if somebody walks up to you on the street, you're gonna be like, okay, like who is you? You know,
Especially if
you're
you're
gonna,
like, yeah, and you're like the heavyweight saying you're like the
yeah,
man. It's like somebody's walk up, you're gonna be alarmed. Like, wait, who was you? It's like, then you
who are you?
realize it's like him.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, it's
Name is
you.
like, yeah, he's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, he realizes.
Mhm.
Mhm. But like that's
So
like
yeah,
the non-spoiler version is like he gets out, he wants what's his. It's like, hey,
it looks good on the like the trailer I saw and just the way it was shot because Michael B. Jordan, that was his directorial debut.
Ryan Coogler like was a co-writer of it. So
Okay,
yeah, so
so I mean, maybe we'll see more. Maybe we'll see more directing from Michael B. Jordan because you said that it was like it was a good movie. You said it looked good.
yeah. Only thing,
It looked like it was shot well too, because like I said, me jumping into the film side, because like stuff I learned from Mark is me jumping into that.
yeah,
Like the way that like the fight, like how when they were like box, like the fighting looked good, like it looked
yeah. That's one thing
authentic.
about the Rocky,
It
like
looked
Rocky
authentic. The
movies,
fighting looked
compared to the
authentic.
Rocky movies. The fight scenes are much better because obviously
Mm-hmm.
we have better technology and everything. Yeah, it was like some
Yeah.
of the Rocky movies, the fight scenes look kind of fake. Looking back now with like 40-year-old eyes later, it's like yeah, they look.
Like that.
The fight choreography scenes are much better in the Creed movie. You could tell they learned how to like make the fighting look because like to make it, you got to fight. You got to it's kind of like pro wrestling a little bit. You got to throw the punch but not actually hit him. It's like you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to act like Michael B. Jordan's not going to actually punch Jonathan Major. But
It's like a,
it has to look like he
but it
punches
has to look like it
him in the way
connects.
it looks like he actually hits him. It's like yeah, mm-hmm.
Like if somebody like does this to mine now, like at the
Yeah.
same time,
You
like
gotta
that.
throw the punch. I gotta.
And you got like you know, you like the mount guard fly out, like the
Yeah,
mount guard just throws
yeah,
out your mouth.
flying
Yeah.
over that. Yeah,
Yeah, you know, it gotta look authentic with sweat beads, you know, it gotta look authentic.
yeah.
But like I said, like from the trailer, it looked like the fight scenes were shot very nice from like just from what I saw of that. I was like, okay, I was like, this is shot nice. This is beautiful.
The one thing missing, which it's not really a spoiler, but because it's been in the news, is like this is the first Rocky slash Creed movie without Rocky, and it's like yeah, it's like
Hmm.
Sylvester Stallone had creative differences with yeah, so like
Hmm.
he wasn't part of the Creed 3. That's the one. So,
Hmm.
like first Rocky movie without Rocky, and so that was interesting because for the first two Creed movies, like minor spoiler, but not really, is like Rocky became like he was now he's trained Adonis. Like
He's training him, which makes sense
he
because it's
performed,
like
yeah.
I was close to your father and
Much like in the original Rocky movies with Mick and shit, who was played by the late Burgess Meredith, who you know from Batman fame. So
Burgess
he
Meredith. Oh, I said,
He's
okay.
Rocky's trainer in the original yeah, like
AKA the penguin from the
yeah,
original
yeah.
Batman.
He's Rocky's
Yeah.
trainer, Mick in the
Okay, I
original.
didn't know that was Burgess Meredith. I didn't know that.
And then Rocky takes on the Mick role basically in Creed. Like he's like the old grizzled veteran now, like training the young boy. Like, yeah, so
Hmm.
that's so yeah,
Very
he's
cool.
yeah, so he's
Very
not
cool.
in the third one, which is like that's the only thing he was missing is like no
Hmm.
Rocky, but other than that, I love excellent.
They
Yeah.
could have made it work. Sylvester Stallone, they could have threw a suitcase of money at him and
I'd
it
have made
works.
it work. Yeah.
You know, that goes out the window. Like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. Here's $40 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody got a price. That's all I'm
Rocky,
saying.
because
Everybody
you
got a
know,
price.
like that's like well, people don't know. Like I'm about to rewind again back. What people don't know about Rocky is yeah that he negotiated in his contract in the first Rocky movie because he had this great script and like the studio wanted to produce it, but they were going to cast another actor. He was like, no, like I got to play Rocky because like Stallone really wasn't an actor. Like he
Even
just
though
like
Stallone was he like
yeah,
5'9", like maybe like
yeah, 5'9".
170?
And you look at him, he's not a great actor. Like, he can barely talk and shit. It's like,
Yeah,
he's
he's
like, but he's like, no, like if you gonna do my movie, I gotta play Rocky. It's like, and they agreed, like, because they were gonna put another actor, but he said, no, you can't do the movie without making me Rocky.
the only thing he did before was the Italian Stallion. Let's see about that.
Party at Kitty's, whatever it's called. That
Italian Stallion.
they renamed the science stand once he became Rocky and he became famous. the little flick he did. I think it's called The Weekend and whatever. Is it Weekend? They kept party at kid. It's some bullshit
The
like.
soft core.
Oh,
It was like basically the soft porn. That's what he did. It wasn't hardcore porn. It was a
it's
soft
like
porn that he
from my old heads. It's like what they showed on TV late night back in the day, or Cinemax later. It's like,
Cinemax. I'm about to say Cinemax.
I remember in
Skinemax is
the
what we used
eighties
to
they
call it.
showed it on
Skinemax.
TV, and then like we try to you try to like move that to okay, hold it there. Okay. I think I see an ass now. It's like
And then
there's
you
a
do like
titty.
this.
There's a titty.
Your foot is like this on the door. Oh, the door closed.
That's a titty. Hold still. Don't move. Yeah, I see a titty.
But your foot got hold on the door like so in case mom or dad don't come in on you.
Looking like Booger from Revenge of the Birds. Yeah, we've got Bush.
Well, like Jam on American Pie. That's definitely a tit. Jim.
That's what we did with on TV in the 80s. Hey, shout out me, Feast, and Kareem. We was doing
Just threw them under the bus.
like, hey, and then of course you hear mom go, oh shit. It's like,
What's that? One you hold the door. It's like one you have to have your hand on the door. One you stand by the door and hold it.
all right, the door, yeah. Feast was probably in charge of the door and wasn't paying attention. So we definitely got caught trying to watch on TV.
Yeah, I don't remember on TV.
In a way, like 85, you wouldn't remember. It's like, I was like Ari's age when that shit went off the air, pretty much.
You tell you about on TV, I'm like,
yeah, because like by the mid 80s, like most of America had actual cable by then. Whereas before that is like some places had cable, some didn't. So like places that didn't have what they call they had subscription TV, which was like
it was
on
very
TV,
ghetto, yeah, very ghetto.
Spectrum. It was like different service. Each market had like different ones. It's like before the whole country had cable, like they said, okay, like in Chicago was an on TV market. It's like which is basically a regular channel. You just needed that on the converter box to view it. Like so if you did, because it was like a regular like over the air channel, which is why you could move the antenna and like kind of see what was going on if you didn't have a box. You kind of see.
You're like cable but crappier, as you are saying. Just like cable but crappier.
Like Thursday, everybody remember this? Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's what's up. This was my shit." I was the only honest one, like just like cable, only crappier. Then of course everybody started agreeing with me. I'm saying, "Yeah, it did kind of suck." I was the one that kept it 100. But yeah, on TV, just like cable, only crappier. Which it was. It's like once you got cable, you be like, yeah, that on TV sucked. Once you actually had real cable, you realize.
Now you're making me want to see whatchamacallit. Now that's what I'm gonna do during my spring break. I'm gonna take some days for spring break. I'm gonna watch some Rocky.
There you go.
And I'm gonna make an effort to do that. That's what I'm going to do on some downtime.
The old school ones, I say the Rock. Of course, the original Rocky is you. If you want to just get the backstory and everything.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, especially 1, 3, and 4. Like 2 was good. Like most movies, like sometimes struggle with the second, but
the sequel is always kind of
because it can't live up to that hype. It's like but 2 was like I'll spoil these. Like they 40 and 50, 45 years old. I'm spoiling. Rocky 1 is like it's like Apollo, who's the heavyweight champion, like his opponent gets injured, like he's like his original opponent. So he got a big fight coming up. Okay, we got pay-per-views to sell, we got tickets to sell, we need something new. So it's like
we need somebody.
Let's pick this everybody loves a good underdog story. Let's pick this unknown boxer. Yeah, Rocky Balboa. That's who I'll fight. Like, yeah. Except like he fights him and then like goes the distance. So like Rocky almost beats him. Like so that's people don't realize Rocky loses the first movie. He takes him to the distance, but like Apollo wins by that much. He gets a split decision by that much. It's like so of course, like in the second movie, Apollo is like he ain't feeling that shit. He's like, I'm Apollo Creed. I gotta beat this dude. Well, you already won. It's like you call that's not really a victory.
That's not a win.
Fight him again. So they have the rematch, and then in the second one, Rocky
wins. Yeah.
Title. By the third movie, Rocky's the man, heavyweight champion, mansions, Ferraris. He's like, he's the man now.
He's Ric Flair, basically. Limousine riding.
Jet flying. Like that's Rocky by the third one.
He wear the boa too. Did he wear one of those roll boa things too, or no? Ooh, he should have. I mean,
dyed his hair bleach blonde. Now you got another up and coming contender, yeah, Clubber Lang, who's played by Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Now he's like Rocky's been dodging me, and Mr. T, like even though he was before him, to me he's Mike Tyson in that, like Clubber Lang is basically like a Mike Tyson.
Like a Mike Tyson type. Okay.
Yeah,
That
he was
makes
like the
sense.
young boxer who was just knocking everybody out, like first round knockout. He was
Yeah.
like he was Tyson before Tyson.
Tyson was, it was like, whoa, like he's knocking people out in like 75 seconds. Like he's knocking people out. Like it was crazy.
Lang was Mike Tyson and shit to me. That's what Apollo was Ali. Clubber was Mike Tyson. That's the comparison.
Okay.
Now he gets his title shot, and of course, like he beats the shit out of Rocky. He wins the title. So now Rocky is back with the underdog story now. So now Apollo is training him. He's like, okay, like you need that Eye of the Tiger, which is why that's the theme song for the Rocky 3 movies. Eye of the Tiger came from that sound.
Okay.
He's like, you lost that Eye of the Tiger, like all the mansions and like limousine riding made you soft, basically.
Oh, okay.
That Eye of
Makes
the
sense.
Tiger.
Because like
So
that distracted you because now like you're boats and hoes now, and now
it made
you
so
lost
that's
focus.
why this guy beats you. So now Apollo is Rocky's trainer. Now he's training him to get that Eye of the Tiger back for
Oh.
the rematch. Yeah.
Hmm.
So Rocky wins the rematch, and Rocky 3 gets his title back. Now we just explained Rocky 4, yeah, with Drago and all of that.
See, I watch these. They actually sound bad because I mean,
Yeah.
I just
It's
because
not
I mean,
just boxing, yeah.
it
Like
just
Babe,
seemed old. It just was
Babe.
really
I think
old.
Babe looked at me crazy hell too on the Creed. I know she wasn't feeling going to see a Creed. I can tell that, but it's what I wanted to do. But then once we watched, she was like, "Yeah, it was really good." Like she was actually into it.
Mhm.
It was real good. She was like, was into the movie. Yeah.
Hey, I'm actually
Like,
gonna watch them
on
now. Now
the
you
surface,
talk
they
me
look like they're
into.
just about boxing, but no, it's about a story. It's about
It's a
family,
story,
yeah,
yeah. It's a
friendship,
feel
like
good story.
about family, friendships. Like yeah, these are like the stories are like what it's
Even the
about.
foil about death because we lost Apollo. Because no
Yeah.
one saw Apollo dying. Like that was like probably the biggest,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like that was probably like the biggest, like, oh my gosh, if they killed Apollo, like that
Yeah,
probably like back
that
then.
was one of my early
Yeah.
childhood traumas. Like Apollo, we had spent like so much time with that character, and like nobody expected Apollo to die. You thought maybe he just get injured, and then like he like come back. It's like, but then when they show his funeral, like, oh shit, Apollo died. It's like it caught all of us. Yeah. Especially us the blacks. It's like Chris Rock said, and everybody has said his dad called the movie Apollo because
Apollo.
because his black for Apollo was the good guy to us. It's like,
Yeah.
he's like we didn't call it Rocky, we called it Apollo in my house. It's like because that's who we went to. The black we were for Apollo. It's like that was our guy. It's like
It's like you had a great time though.
excellent. Yeah, and that had some good seafood boil up there. Yeah, a little lobster boil.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah. So you know. Excellent birthday. And also, happy birthday going out to little niece Ariana,
Yeah,
8 years
Ariana's
old.
birthday was the
Eight.
day after yours, and
I got her some
we
Roblox. That's what I got her. So that's what she's into now.
this is what this child is into now. I still don't know how to do, like I don't know. I'll see her playing.
I didn't know what it was. You just told me what it was.
I just say, okay, I guess it's like Sims. That's what I'm assuming it's like. I don't know, but somebody help me out because she just goes on. She just be gone. I'm like, okay, whatever. But Ariana had a wonderful time. We took her to the slime museum for her birthday. It's like a pop-up shop, and she got to play in slime.
I
She
saw
got
her
to
slime video. Yeah,
she
she
got
showed.
to make slime,
I
and
saw
she
that.
was actually slimed.
Made 24 karat slime is what she called it. It was,
Yeah, because
she just said, "Oh, that's the good stuff." Yeah, the good
you
stuff.
got to put like your color in, you got to put like your scent in and all that. So she made it gold. It came out pretty gold. It was
Made
really
that
pretty.
24 karat magic. What she had.
And
24
then she got
karat.
slimed, and that was pretty funny with the slime because the way that they kept on pouring it on her because I let them know it was her birthday.
She did it for the
And
hustlers, the gangsters, the bad bitches.
stop. And then Khalil's birthday's coming up too, so like they put some extra slime on the kids, like they let them
I
have
saw
a little extra fun.
Leo
And
screaming his ass off.
yeah, he was just freaking, and I'm like, oh my lord! But they had a ball
Like they
though.
had a ball in the video I saw you showed me. Though
They
she
did.
showed me,
So
Ariana showed me the video.
that's just what's important. Like, I mean, I know sometimes as parents we look at stuff and we're like, this is stupid. Like we look at things as a parent, but
Yeah.
they're 8 and almost 5, my kid. Like they're young. So it's like as
As
long
a
as my
parent,
kids had a good time.
we joked about when I was there, like, probably to a kid, like smoking and drinking. It's probably stupid. It's like, you're 40, that's what you're into. This little
And
slime.
talking shit, like you sit there
Slime is
talking
there smoking.
shit.
Slime is there smoking and drinking. There you go.
But yeah, though, like they had an awesome time, like the kids. They really enjoyed themselves. And We're gonna run it back again. We're gonna take Khalil out for an outing next week for his birthday.
Hope,
So we're
hope
gonna
he
do
ain't
another
in
outing for
Roblox.
him.
The Roblox ain't cheap.
He ain't into Roblox, not yet. You know what he's into still?
He's into his
Mo-
truck.
monster trucks. He likes to drive in cars because like he's likes like the NASCAR stuff. Like he likes the
Like the
cars.
remote control cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he likes remote control cars. He's like he wants a remote car. He just drives it. Like he likes that remote control cars and
He's in the
monster.
cars too, yeah. Because he when I picked him up in the caddy, he was asking, he was talking about the caddy. He's like, my daddy drives a Kia and all that. So he's like, he's in the cars too.
He
He knows.
likes cars. Yeah, he likes cars.
He was telling me about the Marcus's truck. Hey, I said, boss, you have a Cadillac? Like so he knows like cars. So I was like, okay, yes, he's a car
He's
guy. I
starting
see,
to
yeah.
know.
Already, yeah, he's a car guy. He knows what Cadillacs and Kias are at that age.
Mm-hmm. He's starting to know.
He mentioned Chevy or something. I forgot what he said, but we had a whole conversation about cars when I picked him up. With a 4-year-old had a whole conversation about the cars. It's hilarious.
Not a whole conversation with a 4-year-old about cars.
Talking about Cadillacs and Kias and Chevys. It's a whole conversation. Yeah. Hilarious.
But great time we had. Great time.
But since we talked about Creed 3,
Hmm.
unfortunately, actor Jonathan Majors, you have the story in front of you because I didn't talk my ass off this whole time.
I don't have it directly in front of me, but I
Story.
saw it's on my list. And I saw it this morning actually because like I had
Arrested for assaulting a woman in there.
yeah, I was tired. So like I saw that's the first thing I saw this morning. Jonathan Majors arrested. What? I was like,
allegedly,
wait, what?
we put the alleged on there, allegedly assaulting a woman.
Allegedly assaulted.
Which he's denied everything. Yeah, he said that
Yeah.
he didn't put hands on this woman. Yeah.
And they're saying that the woman is she a girlfriend or is she
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
think
trying to
she's
figure.
a
'Cause I heard
girlfriend.
it was like a domestic situation is what I've
Mhm.
heard, but I don't know for sure. But that's what I heard. Is like you got into a lovers quarrel is what this sounds
And
like.
they said that it happened inside of a taxi. So
Yeah,
um
yeah,
the thing with that now is if like I said, it's an alleged, like I said, right now it's alleged now. Allegedly he strangled her and like I said, you saw Creed 3. He's in shape. He's not a small man. He's in
ripped.
shape.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
He's very physically fit. He's very
Both
fit.
him and Michael, you
So
can tell they hit the gym hard
they
before
put in work. Both of them put in
this
work.
movie.
Because both of their bodies on the trailer, I was like, oh, I was like, okay. I saw a chisel and I was like, okay.
I was looking too. I was like, I gotta work on this kid. I'm gonna explain this in a minute too.
but but yeah, though I was like, wow, like when I was reading what they said happened, that it was like an argument that stemmed and then
I'm looking at
like
TMZ right now. It says, yeah, their exact relationship is unknown, so we don't know if it's a friend, if it was a lover. I don't know what it's like
mhm.
a rando. Like I don't know. Yeah, like it said that she had visible injuries. The alleged victim, a laceration behind her ear, marks on her face. She was taken to the hospital in stable condition. That's what it said.
Yeah.
He was taken to jail,
Yeah,
Majors.
he was taken to jail. One
Mhm.
thing about TMZ is going to get a story. They always get the story first.
Yeah, he's out on bail now. Yeah, so he's not still.
Yeah. So he's not still in there, but
Court day is he's due back in May in court. Yeah.
mhm. So I mean, my thing that I've always just maintained and said about, especially like when you're in, I know, like I said, we made a joke about like stop taking elevators. I know we made that as a joke or whatever, but it's like when you're in a small space like a car,
Yeah, and
an
this was a
elevator, like something that's like a small confined space, you do cooler heads have to prevail. They, in all seriousness, I'm not even like kidding. Like you had, like if you are feeling like you're getting hit, you gotta bring it back down because in that type of space, it just takes one. What it just takes one. You know what I mean? Just one like, you know what I'm
I'm
saying? It can.
wondering. Like,
that
because
can happen.
with a
So
lot of Ubers, like a lot of Uber drivers for their safety, they have
they
dash
have a
cam.
camera,
Wonder if this cab had a dash cam in
a
it.
dash cam, yeah.
Yeah. So if it is, like, that's the footage we need to see, that dash
That would
cam.
help answer a lot of questions.
It definitely
Because
would.
a story that I saw, they were saying that like it's like like it could be bull or because everybody likes to throw in their own interpretation of what happened. They were saying that allegedly the person was his girlfriend
And saying
and
his
that
girlfriend, I'm reading now. TMZ is, they give updates. It's like, yeah.
and that she saw a text, like somebody was texting him, and then she saw the text and was like, "Who is
But
that?" And
let's read the story directly from TMZ.
it's a text.
Like,
So
TMZ sources said police were told the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors, and when she confronted him, trying to sneak a peek at his phone, said the alleged victim claimed that Majors got mad and he allegedly grabbed her by the hand and slapped her. That's what it's saying. And he put his hands around her neck. It's like this all according to TMZ. That's what it's saying.
mm-hmm. Well, if you choke somebody, you put pressure, you're going to like that will leave a mark. Like anytime, this will leave a mark right here. So you'll be able to see that if you do, or if that did happen.
Mm.
This is, I mean,
Plus, it's like you got your big break. Like I said, like one of the best movies of the year. Like the like I said, I think Creed 3 was excellent. And yeah,
and the fact that he literally had two, like he has two movies in the theater.
yeah,
Well, actually, he did three movies this year. Because what was that other movie? I forgot the well, he was like a pilot or something. That first movie he did, and then he was in the quantum thing with the
part,
Ant-Man.
part of
Kang, there you go, Kang the
part
Conqueror.
of the MCU. Yeah,
Yeah, and then Apollo.
yeah.
So it's like so you're attached to like the MCU franchise and
And the
the
Rocky
Rocky
franchise,
franchise,
which is big. Yeah,
which are two of the
just like Michael B. Jordan. Like you attached to both. It's like, yeah, because he's
well,
killed Mark Henry and not his Creed. It's like, yeah,
how many billions of dollars have both of those franchises made? Like both of them, It's like so you're attached to both of those franchises, and it's like he had these big movies. He was just at the Oscars recently,
yeah. Him and Michael
Michael,
presented, yeah,
and they
together.
shouted out Angela. That was
Yeah,
cute.
I
I like
saw
how they
that
shouted
part.
her
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that
Well,
was
I
cute.
didn't see the Oscars, but I saw that part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, though it's just like I hope that like it's something that's
Hope
gonna
we get
come out.
answers, like real answers, not bullshit. Hope we
I
get.
hope it is something that comes out that we get real resolution with this because it would be unfortunate because especially in today's climate, we're just so everybody is just canceled. It's like
Cancel
but
culture.
let's see everything before we just cancel somebody.
Let's let Mr. Majors tell his side. Like, let's see what
Yeah. And
and let
let's most
let all the
importantly,
pieces like fall where they are and see what happens. Yeah,
let's hope that it's a dash cam so we can see a dash cam
yeah.
video.
Most
That's what
of
I want
yeah,
to see.
there's a video. Yeah,
I hope it's a
I want that
video.
video. Yeah, like TMZ, y'all are good at getting shit. Like, get the video. Like, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
if you're so cold, Harvey, get the video.
Harvey.
Yeah, get the video, Harvey. If you that cold.
That's what we want to see. We want to see what transpired and everything because people already are trying to, ruin his name. I saw a thread on Twitter where somebody was saying, "Well, I knew that he's always been abused." Like somebody was claiming that they knew him from back in the day and claiming that he has a history of being, someone this person. But then they said at the end of the thread, they said that they probably going to delete all this. Why? Like, why do you put it out there? Like,
Dumb shit if you just gonna delete it.
he said, I'm probably, but he was claiming that this is not a new thing. This is who he is. And this person was claiming that in their tweet. So, I mean, before we just start jumping and just canceling and doing all that, like, let's see everything. Like, I want to see all the facts, all the evidence. I want to see everything. And if it is something that is there, I mean, maybe he may need some counseling. I mean, if it is proven that he did abuse her,
Anger, if it is, like,
then
yeah, like I
maybe
said, before I even like accuse the man of anything, yeah, let's see what
let's get all
happens.
the facts first. That's what I said. Get
Yeah,
all the facts.
if it comes out that something did happen, like if he got to do the work, yeah, do the work
Yeah,
to
he may have to do some
do the
because
work.
some people have issues. Some people have anger issues, and you may have to just work through some of your issues that you have and take some classes and
Yeah.
do that. because the fact that I mean, because he's a great actor, and and like
He
he's
was excellent
starting
as
to come,
Dame and Creed 3. He was
yeah, he's
excellent.
coming into his own. I never saw Lovecraft Country, but I heard that was a really good show. I heard it was because he was on that with Journey Smollett Bill. I heard he was really good on that, but it's like um I'm like pulling for him to like, I wanted to see him be that next one up because it's like, okay, he was in what was the name of the movie with the Cowboys
The
that we
Cowboy.
watched recently?
Oh yeah, what was that movie? Oh
I
shit.
can't think of the name of it now.
Watched it, me and Babe.
Yeah,
I
you
can't think
guys
of
watch it and I watched it too
yeah.
like a while back.
That's gonna
With
bother me.
Regina King and them, you know what I'm talking
That's
about,
gonna
and
bug me. That's
Idris,
gonna
yeah,
bug me. I can't think of that movie. Yeah, but it was
yeah.
good though. Yeah.
The something because it was about like the black cowboys and everything, but he was in that because
I looked that up real quick.
that's the first thing I saw him in. We were watching that, and I was like, oh, okay. And then when I started seeing his name come more, I'm like, okay, I'm like, he's the next one up because every few years it is somebody not being funny, is a black actor that is going to be the next one up. Like it started in the '90s, like with Denzel, like Denzel. Then like you had your Lawrence Fishburne, you had Don Cheadle. Every few years it's like
I just
like
watched Talk to Me last week. And speaking of Don Cheadle, yeah.
some years back,
But
Mahershala
yeah,
Ali when he came on the scene.
I just watching
Yeah,
Talk to Me with Peter Green. Yeah, he played Peter
he
Green.
was
Yeah.
really good. Chiwetel's another one. Like every few years it's like
Also
somebody
he
that.
played Dewey Hughes is like he played who was
Mhm.
basically was married to Kathy Hughes who like started radio one eventually TV one.
Hmm.
Like that's who Hugh Attell's character wasn't that the guy they founded TV one basically. They
Oh,
founders, yeah, like his character in that. Yeah, so it's like yeah, I know that as a radio guy, like
the
yeah.
harder they fall, is that the name of it?
I'm talking about Talk
No,
to Me.
I'm saying that the cowboy. Was that the
Oh,
name
the
of it? The
cow.
harder they fall.
I was pulling it up. Let's
Was that
find
the
out.
name of it? It just clicked in my head. I think that was the name of it. The harder they fall. I
Let's see if
think.
let's find out. That is
Let's
the
see if
hard
I'm
to
right.
fall. Yeah.
Okay,
Now
because it just hit me right
I
in my
pulled
head.
up
I
his
was like,
bio. He was in a movie called The Harder They Fall, so that got to be it. Let's
that
pull.
was it. Yeah,
That's it. Yeah, bro. The cast I'm looking at Regina
the
King.
cowboy movie. Yeah, Stagecoach
Damon Wayans
Barry.
was in it. It's like, like Damon Jr. was in it too. I forgot he was
Mm-hmm.
in it.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
Lakeith Stanfield is like was in it. Idris Elba, Delroy Lindo,
Hmm. They had a good cast.
Deion Cole. I thought he was hectic in it too.
Yeah, he was. I forgot he was in
The
that. Yeah,
sheriff, wasn't
he was hectic. Yeah.
he?
But I mean, every few years there is somebody that's up. So like this is like his time. Like I said, like Michael B. Jordan was a few years ago,
when
and now I'm
that's
like,
when the
okay,
first
Jonathan
Creed movie
Majors.
came out, and then the first Black Panther. That's when
Hmm.
Michael B. Jordan started getting his shine. Yeah,
Hmm. And I'm like, okay, it's his turn now. Now it's Jonathan Majors' turn now for his moment now, and I'm just hoping that because I remember like it's happened like when what was his name the one that was in the Great Debaters, and he was the one where they did Birth of a Nation. What was his name? Where he did when they did the fight of the what's the name of the slave, the one who fought back
talking about
Nat
Nat
Turner.
Turner.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
forgot the
There you go.
actor's name. Yeah, yeah.
Nate Parker is that his name, I think.
Is it Nate Parker? I think you're
Yeah,
right.
Nate Parker. Remember, because like Nate Parker was about to be on that, but then something came out about his past, and then you see what I mean? And then like he didn't get his moment because like that was supposed to be his moment for him to like really catapult when he did Birth of a Nation. And then when that happened, then it's like he kind of hasn't been
It was
really seen.
a little bit of a scandal. Like I think this Jonathan Majors might be a bigger scandal because especially
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
the girl
definitely.
got bruises. It's like yeah, it's definitely gonna be a
Definitely.
scandal. So yeah.
But I mean, like like hopefully, like I said, that hopefully it's a dash cam that
Let's see where the
shows stuff.
let's see where all the let the chips fall. Like
Mhm.
what happens. Yeah. And as far as this goes, it's like let's talk about how this happened. It's like I was in a gym in South Florida and I saw Takashi 69. As we shift gears, that's a joke, by the way, and I wasn't part of it. But Takashi 69, got his ass whipped in the LA
And
Fitness
LA Fitness.
in Palm Beach. It's like
Of all places in LA Fitness, really? Really in LA Fitness,
why
really?
was this dude by there by himself? Like this story, it sounds like sus as I say here. It's like it was he like you got heat and shit. It's like, yeah, like, why'd you go anywhere by yourself? And like, you see the video, the beat down is like, yeah.
I did, but I saw a
You saw
DM
the
that
stills in his
Michael
face, yeah.
I saw the DM that Michael Blackson sent him.
Mhm. I didn't see that shit. What he said.
Michael, Michael Blackson said it sounded like real Jussie Smollett.
It does. I said it sounds sus and shit. Yeah, that's what I said. And somebody posted a picture of the memes come out of Tekashi with Martin's head after the Tommy Hearns. Like, yeah, they had Martin's head with all swollen. They had Tekashi 69 with that on his head. Said Tekashi after the fight at LA Fitness had Martin on the Tommy head, man Hearns.
But it does sound a little because well, it could be a Jussie. It could be one of
Story
those
sounds just like why would this dude go anywhere? Like you're
by yourself.
one of the most hated motherfuckers. Why'd you go anywhere without security and shit? You should have round the clock security on you at all times. I said, yeah. Remember when he was at Old Block in Chicago? It's like talking shit. Then people like he had the feds with him that day. He wasn't out there by himself.
Dude, it's like you going to O Block by yourself. Dude.
No, you had
Dude.
armed police and shit the whole time. You did. It's like
Of course, because
and he was out there like 6 a.m. because like he filmed it when he knew nobody would be there. And then they uploaded a video later that night. People like, we out here, we don't see, he ain't here.
you don't
It's
see
like,
you.
he ain't here. It's like, yeah, people, they ran and looked as soon as they saw, like, that's right over there. Like, they ran out there. He was, so he ain't out here, we looking
He
for
filmed it that morning and then left.
and then uploaded the video later that night.
Because if you do something early in the morning, it still looks like it looks like late at night. So
you posted at like 8 o'clock at night, you filmed it at 6 a.m. It's like yeah, we out here on your block. But yeah, it sounds sus to me, like, but if it is real, it's like, yeah, which if it is real, it's a long time coming. Yeah,
have security when you go places.
it's a long time coming if it's real. Like, it's an ass whipping that he had.
And stop trying to act so like. Why is everybody trying to be all badass and like that ain't you?
Tekashi 69.
That's not you, homie.
Everybody knows you're a bitch. Come on, it's like you're not. Yeah.
Like look at the way he looks. Like I mean, you have rainbow bright
hair
hair,
and tats on your
rainbow
face.
bright hair, and
tats on your face.
He looks like Jim. You know how Jim looked with the star? He looks like that. He looks like Jim. Yeah.
Tekashi 69 is truly outrageous.
He's truly outrageous. He's Jim. That's what he is to me.
I don't think anybody was scared of Jim back in the
80s. I wasn't. I wanted to be Jim. I wanted to be one of her people.
Apparently, Tekashi 69 wanted to be Jim too.
That's what he is. So it's like you're not hard. Like you going, like we say, mess around, find out. You going to mess around, find out, and it's going to be some. Well, if this is a real thing, this actually was a real fight. Then you did kind of find
bullshit. Then like it's a long time coming. Like he been talking shit for a long time. So yeah. And the ass whipping was bound to happen. But the reason why I say it's staged because he kind of been out of the spotlight for the last couple of years. So to make himself relevant, like
I make myself relevant.
Made some dudes to beat the shit out of him.
Now we just have to wait and see them like purchasing stuff on camera at Home Depot, whatever.
That one of the dudes
right he got.
That's the bald headed dude right there with the black shirt on. Well. It was a bald headed dude that was punching him. So that's why I said one of them was bald headed. Like, watch the video.
Stop.
It's a bald headed dude. That's all I got. Yeah, make me famous, guy. I want to be famous. That was me, the bald headed dude.
That bald headed dude from Law and Order. Thought about the Boondocks right now.
Well, what a
Terrible.
All right. Well, let's stay on music for a little bit, even though if you really want to call Tekashi 69 music,
music.
But we'll stay on it. Have you saw the lineup for Lollapalooza?
I have not.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Is anybody good? Let me see.
Oh, yeah, the headliner is excellent. I don't know about the whole lineup, but as soon as I pull it up, you're gonna know who I want to see. I'm pulling it up right now, kid.
Okay, let me see if I want to go to Lollapalooza this year,
You
maybe.
know who I want to see. Yeah.
Okay, I see Kendrick.
Yeah. We go. He said one of Feast's favorites is there too. So Feast, so I got somebody I want to see. Kendrick. He's got somebody he want to see, the Chili Pepper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell that story one of these days about why.
Very much chili pepper.
And like, it's not me saying it. It's like an actual newspaper said that Feast was a Chili Peppers fan. These are not my words. It's like actual publication. We should pull that up, right? Nine.
No, Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish,
I see Billie
Chili
Eilish.
Peppers, Lana Del Rey. Let's look at some of the smaller names. A Boogie with the hoodie, okay. Carly Rae Jepsen. All I know is like,
Call
hey,
me
I
maybe.
just met you. That's the only song I know. This is great. Pusha T. Okay,
Pusha
that's a
T.
good one. Pusha T will be fun.
Okay.
Lil Yachty.
Tim's.
Okay.
I see Tim's.
Thames is down here. Yeah.
Ain't no other body. I like Tim's.
Ooh,
I like Tim's. I do.
it's like 5 in the morning.
Afrobeats be hidden. I do. Afrobeats is hidden. It
That's why they
is. I
did
like
it at
Afro.
All Star Weekend because this Afrobeats is big right now.
I like Afrobeats. I like it.
Afro Jack I see on here. Key Glock. Who else? Rema. That's another Afrobeats artist. Rema.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else? Now we get into the nitty gritty. That's probably the last big names. Must scroll
Yeah,
through.
because I'm like, I don't know these other people.
The lower you get, the lesser known. It's like you might see somebody around. Like I know that dude. I saw him performing at over on Stony Island. He's one of the bucket boys on 79th and Stony. Wait, so Soldiers at War down here somewhere. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know any
Soldiers at
people.
War really should get to perform on Lollapalooza.
They should.
Serious. You can put them down here, but they should really let them perform.
They was hustling them tapes on 79.
What's up,
Tapes,
Joe?
cassettes.
What's
They
up,
had
Joe?
them.
But yeah, when I saw Kendrick, I was like, okay, now I want to go. Because I've seen Kendrick before. I saw him at the Damn tour at the United Center. Excellent. Yeah. So I was like, okay, Kendrick is there. Yeah, now I want to
I
go.
see was listening to Damn the other day. Like when I was driving back from my
My left
visit.
stroke just went viral.
I was like, I want to listen to some Kendrick, and I
You were
just
being
found
humble.
with Damn on right
Now,
now.
little bitch, be humble.
I was in the car. Yep, 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 yep. In the candy in the traffic. Yep, yep. You gotta calm yourself when you're in traffic. You gotta play stuff that's gonna calm you.
It's August 3rd through the 6th, Grant Park. Yeah, so there's always
Okay.
like the early August, first weekend in August. It's always like right before Bud Billiken. That's like
Yeah.
like Bud Billiken is always the week after Lollapalooza.
Second Saturday, yeah.
So Lala is usually right before that. So
And then save your coins, people. Save your coins if you're trying to go.
yeah, it's a big year. Chicago's a big year for concerts. Now you got Kendrick and Lala. You got Beyonce. You got
Yeah, Jackson.
Janet. Drake is like it's some major show. Do
Oh, whatchamacallit? I'm gonna go to Jill Scott. Jill Scott's coming in July. Jill's gonna be here.
You'll be at her usual spot at on the Northerly Island, or she get in a different
I think she's at the Chicago Theater, I want to say.
Okay, she inside. Usually she does it outside at the pavilion.
Because this is like a 3-year late because she was supposed to do her 20th anniversary for her first album in 2020, but obviously
COVID happened. Yeah,
COVID happened. So this is like basically the 20th anniversary of Volume 1. Yeah. So I definitely want to go and I want to partake in that concert. I want to go and see the 23rd anniversary now of Volume 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of concerts. Like people
big shows in Chicago.
I'm gonna be outside.
You got Janet, Janet, Drake, Beyonce, and Kendrick. those days, that's like heavy hitters right there. Every one of those.
So how you gonna decide where you want to go, people? Get your coins together. Just get your coins together. Start doing your side hustles. Sell some stuff on Poshmark. Do something.
I'm gonna work his connections and try to get into that Lollapalooza. I'm gonna see Kendrick.
you got your tax money. Save some of your tax money. We still in tax season. Save some of your tax money.
All my life I has to fight, nigga. Yeah, I want to see Kendrick again.
Yeah, I would if I could. I would see Kendrick. I would. I would
So
do
I
that.
saw the lineup because like when the lineup comes out, you because like people always like, oh, this is underwhelming. That's all. I'll say Kendrick. That's all I need to say. I didn't even read the rest of the name. I say Kendrick. Yeah, I want to go. Like
Just
some
that night, just for Kendrick's night. I'm good. Just
Kendrick
Kendrick's night.
line. I'm definitely that's the night I would go. Like say when's
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick headline, and yeah, that's what I want. Because we gonna be all right. Yes. What you got, kid?
We can stay in music a little bit.
Let's
Well,
do
they
it.
have a concert coming. Escape is going to be coming to Chicago.
Let's talk about escaping SWUSVUS.
So that concert is
Reality
going to
show on
be.
Bravo, right? Was it A&E? I think yeah. It's an A&E or Bravo. They got a show on one of those.
I think it's Bravo. I want to
Bravo
say. I
might
don't
be.
watch it. It's
Yeah,
one of those
I haven't.
reality
Babe
shows.
watches it. I'm gonna ask her about it. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
And
one.
when I saw that, I was like, "What is what is going on
Andy,
with?"
Andy was talking shit.
Handy was talking mess about SWV, and then Tamar somehow jumped in the comments, and Tamar had to
Mara entered herself into the
in
equation.
his room. Tamar Harrison, Tamar, she's not
Mara
one
entered
who
the chat. Yeah, like when you live, like
Tamar's not one to walk away from
shout out
drama.
Tamar who just got engaged recently. Yeah,
She did,
yeah.
and well, 5 kids, 4 different women, but okay, but congratulations.
Shout out Tamar.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying. Shout out Tamar.
congratulations. Well, I'll say, but yeah. So the ladies, well, we know Escape already has her own drama in house because Latasha is not on this tour with the ladies,
She
and
was the one that had the ego back in the day because it said you are like every group like that, and I won't say every, but most group it gets like because like most groups say even they start out even, then one member is gonna pull ahead. Like I call it the David Ruffin syndrome. We call it that. It's like yeah,
David Ruffin.
we'll call it
I'm
because
David Ruffin, and these are the
that's one of the
Temptations.
most famous examples of that is like how they started out the Temptations and then like eventually David pulls it and he feels like I am the group and shit. Is like
Mm-hmm.
that's what happened
It's like
with
if you look at the groups, they start like even like they were the Supremes, and they became Diana Ross and the
Ross
Supremes. It
pulls
became
ahead.
that.
Destiny's Child, like Beyonce eventually pulls
Yeah,
ahead.
of course we knew.
Drew Hill, I mean, Cisco pulls ahead
Cisco,
eventually. It's like
NSYNC,
everyone,
Justin Timberlake.
yeah, every group that
Yeah.
happens is like you don't necessarily start out with one, but like one of them like always pulls ahead in like every one of these groups. I'll
Mm-hmm.
say in Vogue it was Dawn. It's like every one of them, and usually that's the one that ends up leaving. Like that the troublemaker. It's like that's the one that ends up leaving the group. It's like yeah,
Well,
because
they weren't as good, but 98 Degrees, it was clearly Nick Lachey because he was the only one who could
well,
sing.
man,
He was the only one who could sing in that group.
talking about good groups.
Nick Lachey could sing, but the rest of them boys, they couldn't sing. They couldn't really sing that well.
Like almost every group you can name that is like if we're going to call it David, even he probably wasn't even the first example because Diana Ross pulled ahead before he did. It's like
Yeah, because Diana
I
Ross was
see,
different.
but because it's the most epic version because of the biopic featuring Leon with the "Ain't nobody coming to see you" Otis line. That's why we're gonna call it the David Ruffin syndrome. It's like that's what I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations. But every group has that with one
That
member.
happens.
Like Escape, it was SWV was Coco. We go
It was
back to
Coco. Yeah.
and Escape, it was Latasha. It's like where now you start feeling yourself like I am the group, and like so then eventually they end up getting you either leave you on your own or they end up getting rid of you. Like
Mhm.
Temptations got rid of David. Like then
Yeah,
Diana
well,
left.
I thought that they were all pretty even, but like TLC, I thought that they were pretty level, but then Left Eye I know wanted to do her own thing away from them.
Yeah,
But
that's a good one.
I thought they were
That's
pretty
a good one.
even.
Was split even. Yeah,
I
that's a.
thought they were split, but Left Eye wanted to do her own thing.
Oh, I forgot who also another tour that's coming up. What's the name? Tony. Sadiq was the one that
Raphael Sadiq, yeah, of course. Mint Condition, Stokely,
Stokely, yeah.
eventually.
Like I was naming other groups. So like it's always
Yeah.
that one member that's gonna pull ahead of the others. It's like when they start out here, they name, but like ain't nobody coming to see you, Dwayne. It's like it's on,
My name is
Mr.
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Whatever you
I
want.
said, why Dwayne?
Whatever you want is slow wine with bangers. I don't care what nobody. And that's Dwayne led on both of those.
Oh, Boys to Men, Wanye.
Wanye was Boys to Men. It was a KC from Jodeci is like, yeah, woo yeah, it's because of the who yeah. That's why
Oh, yeah.
KC from Jodeci.
What you call who pulled their hair in silk? Or they wouldn't even pull a head.
They're one group that yeah, like none of them really pulled ahead on that. That's a good one, yeah.
Well, which McCall be the one I always like be doing too much? Little G be doing
Let's say it was him then.
he be doing the most. Little G.
It's, it was Pleasure P from Pretty Ricky. Let's say it was every group is that
It was
one.
Omarion and B2K. It was Marcus
Omarion,
Houston, Immature.
Marcus from yeah, Mature, yeah. Every group is the one member that's gonna pull ahead of all of
Mm-hmm.
them. Yeah.
Every group.
David Ruffin syndrome, yeah.
But Latasha pulled ahead. Well,
She was the skate because like they started out pretty even, like they all took turns singing lead.
mm-hmm.
And by the end, like the Latasha was singing almost all the leads. It's like it was RL from Next, another group. It's like
RL, yeah, definitely
so
RL.
yeah, just like well, they started out with like with they all kind of sang lead at first, and then eventually RL just did all the leads. It's like it gets to that.
And Tilo actually had a better voice than RL.
He was the better singer. It's like
yeah, Tilo could sing better than RL.
Like controversial statements. Some people said that Kelly was better than Beyonce, but Beyonce pulled ahead. Like some people thought that Kelly was the better singer. Like that's a controversial statement for the Beehive, especially. But like, some people thought that Kelly was the better
initially, because Kelly did have the better voice because Kelly pretty much sounds to say like that she's always because Kelly always just had that voice. She always had
Kelly pretty much sounds the same since she did on the first.
Kelly's always had that voice. She always had like what she could do like she always had that voice. Kelly always did. Beyonce, she worked her butt off to get that. She worked her tail off to get to where she is. So that's why she pulled ahead. So
of course, how we forget about probably the most famous example of this of all time, Michael
put
it. Michael easily dusted.
I was about to say, easily
dusted Jermaine and the rest of them cats. Because like when they first started, the Jermaine was supposed to be lead. It's like Michael was the little one. It's like but Michael was just so talented they had to push him out.
Charismatic.
Yeah.
When Michael said, "I got the feeling," dun, 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 when he did that, baby, and did James Brown, that sealed it for them.
Oh yeah, Jermaine was actually supposed to be the lead singer until Michael like dusted all of them Negroes. It's like
watch Dancing Machine clip. Dun, 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 watch that clip.
Jackson 5 was on Soul Train, I think.
Watch that clip.
Mm-hmm. You see why Michael pulled ahead. It's
like, that's all I'll say. Yeah.
Getting back to Latasha with let's just escape in general. Like Latasha's not, they got their own drama. Like we went on a whole tangent about like and like yes, Latasha's not with the group right now for her own.
And there's some things like with her husband, because like it's always like a husband involved for a reason. It's always
going back like in their story, he's the one that told her you don't need them.
You don't need them.
He's what you are. Escape. You don't need.
You are escape.
You don't need those. Hey, Eddie is the heartbeats. You don't need them. Like Big Red did in the 5 Heartbeats.
And it was just so hard because it's like her sister's in it, so it's like because Tamika's her sister, so it's like. So it's like you just leave your sister and you're just like
well that
husband, I mean I get like okay leaving Tiny and Candy I get that
husband got in her head is like you better even better than your sister. It's like well I get it, I got a brother and like sibling rivalry is real. I can see like somebody tell me I was like a better than Felice. I can see myself agreeing like because a sibling rivalry is real.
But honestly like if you do want to call a spade the Scott sisters always carried the group vocally. Like if you want to call a spade, the Scott sisters, they carried the group vocally.
A lot of their early, even though Candy led on like a lot of their early stuff is like
she led, but
the Scott sisters were
Scott sisters. They can blow
singers. They were the superior.
They can blow.
Even though they pushed Candy out like early on.
And even Tamika is like, Tamika's like, I'm better than Latasha now. Tamika's like, I'm better than her. Because like at the time she was like
I always thought Tamika was the best out of all of them. Everybody liked Latasha back in the day, like because she had the church voice. I always thought
she did the runs. She did all those runs.
Tamika was a better singer. Like that was like I always thought
I do too, because Tamika
back then, I thought she was the better singer.
She had they both have very strong voices, but Latasha she does too many. Like sometimes hers is not as controlled, and Tamika has better control over her. Like when you have power in your voice, you just can't. You're not just supposed to just shout it. Like you gotta
Good example is their
Have
signature
control.
song, like on "Who Can I Run To." Like Tamika's parts were like slap more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I'm trying to find you. Oh yeah, her parts just slapped more than like
The way
Latasha.
she said, "Oh, the man," but the way she holds that, like she has like more control than her sister. She does
For
have more
me.
control.
Now Latasha comes in, oh no, just gonna be, and the message is very clear. Like, yeah, like I thought Tamika's part slapped more even back then. Like, listen to Who Can I Run To if you see if you don't
Mm-hmm.
agree with me.
I always thought Tamika was a better singer. Like I said, like them two, they carried the group. And Tiny was a good singer too. Tiny was good also.
Tiny was Duck. Tiny was Otis. It was like it's like every group has that member like that nobody really cares about. Like, so it was Tiny with that.
Ti does.
Yep, yeah.
Ti does. Tip.
We have the let's do it. Yeah, David Ruffin syndrome and Otis syndrome. It's like Tiny was Otis. It's like
Like sometimes, and then sometimes you just gotta do the oohs and ahs. That's what one of my coworkers said. Sometimes you just gotta ooh, you gotta sing your oohs and
Mary
ahs.
Wilson in the Temptations.
You get your check, sing your oohs and ahs.
Mary fucking Wilson. It's like it's obviously Diana was like, and then Flo got her shine. It's like, but Mary Wilson was like, yeah, the Otis of that
Set
group.
me free, why don't you, babe? Ooh, ooh, you got ooh. Sometimes you just gotta do that.
Jackson 5 was clearly Jackie that nobody gave a shit about. It's like that was
Joey.
it's like
And Tito did. Well, Tito could play. He could play the
Tito
bass.
played the guitar, like so he was
He played
important.
the guitar. Yeah, he could play.
Jackie was just kind of there. It's
Jackie was just like,
like,
hey.
exactly.
Marlon did try to get the shine one time. I don't know if
Marlon
you
would,
saw that video.
dance, yeah, like the victory tour when like Marlon
He was grinding for like a minute.
was doing his what they was a video torture. He did his torture dance. He did that same dance in the torture video.
Why was he just grinding for like a minute and a half? He was just getting hard for a minute. That was so funny watching that.
And Michael just goes, "Shake your body."
Michael was like, then Michael here with Willie. Michael was like, and it too. Hilarious.
Marlon was always great value, Michael. That was always his role in the show, like the great value. Yeah. Jack Jermaine, like he sang some leads and played bass. Tito played the guitar. Like I said, Jackie was just fucking there. Like I said,
Jackie was there.
Then when Randy joined, he played the keys, so he did something. It's like, yeah,
guitar.
Yeah. So yeah, he was just fucking there. Yeah. He was.
But these ladies are beefing, and my thing is, don't let no one stop your money.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's enough for everybody. We can all get this money. Let's all get this bread. Don't let no one stop your cash flow.
Once again, a lot of people are saying is a stunt to like drive ratings to the show, like just like Tekashi said.
Could be.
Like they got that show, so like yes, like a lot of they just like it's a stunt. They all the candy and stuff is like it's stunting to like trying to get viewers for that new show. That's what I will see.
Interesting.
But that's all I got. I'm ready to wrap.
Yes. Just a quick hot take. Congratulations to Miss better known now as Miss Angela White. So Black China is now Angela White now. She's letting that go. She took out the fillers. She's being herself. So I'm happy for her. She's on a new path and finding some happiness. Maybe she can be better now. So good luck to her.
We've had enough Black China over the years, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap up Not Another Damn Podcast, episode 304. Definitely appreciate you supporting us. You want to support us further, give us a like. Give us some of these with Tekashi. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. You can also follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me over all these social media platforms.
And you can check me out at MSIMH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Mm-hmm. Also at SCR8GULEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.